What's up, everybody? So real quickly, here's gonna be a quick video. We're gonna take a quick look at a older Porsche 2009. Let's see, before they get it in the detail department and get it cleaned up and all, let's see how the condition is held up on this vehicle since 2009. Really though, quickly, we're just gonna look at maybe like the exterior and the interior. I don't have the key, but once they get it all cleaned up, we'll do another review on it. That's if the dealership even keeps it out here to sell. But let's go ahead and take a look at it right now. So this is the Porsche Cayenne, right? Now, a few things I want to point out to you on this older Porsche. And listen, people love Porsches all over the world, and I do remember there was a time when this vehicle came out where people weren't really all that keen on it, right? And some people didn't even like the sedan version of the Porsche that they came out with. Some folks just like coupes and two-doors and sports cars with Porsche, and I get it, right? Because that seems like what Porsche has always been about. But a lot of the auto manufacturers out there have started making SUVs and all that kind of thing, right? Even Maserati has started doing it. So anyways, a lot of these brands have started doing this because they got to compete in the SUV and the sport compact SUV or crossover market. Anyway, so here's one thing to look at. This is done really well since 2009. Again, almost 10 years old. And that little emblem there is really held up nicely. I mean, look how it shines so brightly in the sun, right? So it's not all faded and you can still kind of see everything on it. Another thing I like to point out though on older cars is the headlights. In a lot of cases, headlights on vehicles, they start oxidizing and fading and all that. These have done okay, but I would give it just a few more years and these headlights, if nobody wet sanded them and clear coated them with the paint or waxed them or whatever, if they don't take care of these headlights, they are going to get all fogged over and oxidation and everything's going to happen. And you'll need a whole new set of headlights on this car, right? You don't want that to happen, because when that does happen, I can promise you, those are not cheap, okay? But oddly enough, what's kind of weird about it is this down here, the fog light or the blinker or whatever that is, that glass piece or this plastic here has done a lot better than up here. It's kind of weird how manufacturers do that, right? Yeah, at least in my opinion. And listen, I know some of y'all watching the video right now may be experts and know everything about Porsche, so definitely get in the comments section and give me some feedback, because I'm learning too. Anyways, let's look at the wheels here, right? Now, it's got Firestone tires on here, the Destinations. Not the best looking tire on a Porsche. I mean, it just doesn't look good, does it? It really doesn't. First off, why they don't look good is because they're dry rotting. I mean, let's get a close-up shot. Those tires are dry rotting. If this dealership wanted to put this car up for sale on the front lot up there, they're going to have to put new tires on it. I mean, there's just no ifs, ands, buts about it. So it needs new tires. They're worn down. And again, those Firestones, they just look like cheap tires. And I can't believe a Porsche customer would even put a cheap looking tire on their car. The alloy wheel, look at this, okay? This is the deal here. I mean, someone has not taken care of cleaning their car properly. I mean, the brake dust, all that stuff is very heavy all over the wheel, but the actual rim is in decent shape, but it's got a little curb marks going on there. And again, look how massive those brake calipers are back there. Those are 4 pistons going on right there. So, and they're slotted and drilled. So again, you're going to get a lot of brake dust coming off on these rims. So if you got a car with big brakes and all this kind of stuff going on, you're going to have to get out there at least once a week or once every other week or every couple of days possibly and spray down your rims and clean them off. Again, that's just taking good care of the vehicle that you own. Of course, it's pollen season. It's March 2018. Can't really do a whole lot about the pollen right now on this car. It's all over it. But I can tell you that even with all the pollen, the paint is still really shiny. It's got a nice finish to it, a lot of metallics, and the clear coat seems to be okay. So that's not bad. The paint looks good other than all this pollen all over this vehicle. I mean, it's absolutely loaded. But again, you can tell it's still got a lot of shine left on the paint. Taillights look good, so they're not all faded out. So the condition of that's okay. The Cayenne logo in black looks still pretty good. Back bumper looks all right. Of course, these exhaust pipes here, you know, Volkswagen decided to take their Volkswagen Atlas and put a fake exhaust tip here, and the fumes actually come out towards the ground. The Porsche, as you can see, that's the real deal. It comes out of there. How do you know? Well, look at it. I mean, it's dirty, it's black, all that kind of stuff going on. So really, after thinking about it, That makes sense why Volkswagen took the new Atlas and just made it look like there was an exhaust pipe there, but nothing comes out. Because it's really going to make the vehicle look a lot more clean. You know, that's the whole thing with that, right? When a Porsche comes into the shop or pulls into service or whatever, whoever's driving a Porsche, you know, do they want their exhaust pipes looking dirty like that? Probably not. So the Atlas, a lot of people don't like what they did with the Volkswagen Atlas, but now, as you can see on an older Porsche, over the years, it just doesn't look good. You really have to get here and polish this whole area up really nicely. So anyways, let's take a look at the interior. Let's see if it's even unlocked. Oh boy, it's our lucky day. Well, power tailgate's still working all these years later. Very nice. And it moved up nice and quick for us. And a lot of trunk space in the back of a Porsche, that's for sure. Let's take our sunglasses off so I can see a little better right now. So, let's go ahead and open this up, make sure there's no rats or snakes. Okay, there's your spare tire on an '09 Porsche. Yeah, that's going to inflate itself, or somehow you're going to have to inflate it, but that's your spare right there. So you're not getting a fifth wheel like you get on the car. That's what you're getting. Definitely not something you want to ride on for very long. That's, hey, literally, you broke down the side of the road, put that on, and get straight back over to the Porsche dealership to get everything fixed. Still got the original front license plate bracket right there for you, so that's kind of interesting. And that's really just as clean as, I mean, it's not, that's the color of the car right there without the pollen on it. So silver has always been a great looking color on vehicles. Always thought a silver car looked nice. Alright, so that's working good. A little bit dirty, but that's okay. Hit the button, drops that power tailgate down. I tell you, that's every mom all over the country loves a power tailgate feature when they're coming out of the mall. This vehicle is not for sale. See dealer for release date. This sticker must remain in place until a federal used car buyer guide is properly affixed to the vehicle. That's those stickers on there that says buyer beware. Anyways, I will tell you one thing I noticed. When you grab the handle here, very rough on the back side. Look at that. Okay, again, as you can see. So this black and plastic back here got really rough, and that is not a really good feeling. Let's see. Oh man, even rougher back here. That is not a good feeling all these years later when you go to open the door. You want to grab something that's smooth, okay? So think about that, okay? All these years later, it's gotten rough. Again, that plastic is just fading and getting all rough feeling back there, almost like grip tape. It just doesn't feel good. Another thing you want to pay attention to on older cars like these are the moldings and all that, to see how they've held up over the years. And, you know, this hasn't dry rotted out or anything like that, because once those things start dry rotting out and all, again, you're gonna have to buy all these moldings and rubbers and just put them back on, because again, you'll get leaks inside the vehicle, and a thick rubber molding in here will also help with sound deadening and stuff like that. Door panel looks pretty good, not bad. Got a Bose stereo system. How about that? I thought Porsche had Harman Kardon or Bang & Olufsen, right? Nope, Bose. Okay. Heated mirrors, all that stuff, power seat, memory seat, lumbar support. And here's something that's nice to look at. On an SUV, people are rubbing up on this part right here constantly, every day, several times. That is really impressive. I mean, look at that. It is, I've seen a lot of trucks, a lot of cars where the leather is just all torn up and looks nasty right in here. Porsche, they must really use some good leather in here, because it is held up really nice. I mean, a tiny little bit of surface cracking going on, but nothing really major at all. That's a great looking seat inside the car. One thing I'm noticing, they've put a different type of leather from here to there. I mean, this has got more of a kind of a matte finish to it, and this has got a little shine to it. Now, I don't know, maybe there's something on the seat to protect it, some kind of, you know, something like that, but it looks like a different leather, even compared to over here. It looks different. Anyway, steering wheel, check that out. Man, that's some heavy-duty stitching going on that steering wheel. Look at that. I mean, it looks like they just sewed up the human body right there. I mean, look at that. I mean, that definitely looks hand sewn, you know? A lot of cars, I mean, holy, Okay, here's what we got going on. This is one of those leather covers that covers up. So that tells me that this steering wheel, if you took this off, is probably really worn out all up here. So again, that happens on a lot of vehicles, especially older vehicles. It just gets worn out. So whoever did put that little cover on, they did a good job. I mean, it's on there nice and smooth. All right, let's keep looking. Gauges look good. I wish I had the key to crank it up, but we'll have to do that another day. Heated seats. Screen still looks good. Look at that. I mean, not faded out or anything. That's very nice. Pedals down there, definitely a little rough, but that's okay. I mean, overall interior in general is actually in really good condition inside. I mean, got the sunglass holders there. Oh, man. Oh, even got some shades. How about that? Ooh, got some nice little shades in here. So most likely this was a woman's car. Sunroof right there. See how that works? Good to go. Let's go take a look in the back. I'm just a car nut, and I really love looking at the conditions of vehicles. I'm not as much of a car nut when it comes to, you know, driving them and, you know, going crazy in them and all that, like going fast like Top Gear TV show. But I kind of like looking at the conditions of vehicles and just seeing how they've held up all these years later. And that's really what I've been doing on this channel since 2011. So, rear air vents are good in the back. Carpets are still in good shape. These pouches are nice. So, I mean, honestly, without it even having to be cleaned yet from the car detailers back there, I'm actually really surprised. It's in really good shape. So that tells me that Porsche is a great vehicle brand to purchase, in a sense. The quality is there, and we'll talk about that more in just a second. All right, how's these shades look on me? I tell you, look pretty good, right? So anyways, what I was getting at here is that the pricing of Porsches, they are expensive vehicles, they are. But to look at this video today and to look at this older car, we haven't driven it or anything like that. Again, if it does go up for sale, we'll do all that. But that tells you something that, yes, the pricing's high, but the quality and the craftsmanship of the vehicle is going to withstand weather and years and time and all that. Why do you think Jerry Seinfeld, okay, the comedian, loves Porsche vehicles so much? Because they're great cars, and he even drives older Porsches and things and doesn't even fix some of them up. He just likes that aged kind of look about the car, right? So that's always kind of interesting. But that tells you, great car, great brand. I don't know how the driving capabilities are of this particular vehicle right now, but it's held up really pretty well for the most part since 2009. So there you have it. If you'd like to see more videos like this, if you'd like to see me test drive that car or whatever, go in the comments section and let me know. I'd love this summer or this spring to get out and find old cars and film them and see how the conditions held up on them all the years later. That would be something fun to do, and I think each and every one of y'all probably would like me doing that. So have a great day. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe. That's how I know that you're watching and care, by smashing that like button and sending me a comment. We'll see you soon. I'm Chad, signing out.